back with another lesson. Lord, willing to be edifying, I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, for Hashem, Yahweh Shai, for Hashem, Muhammad Kakadash, for Rakatha Yahweh, for Rakatha Yahweh Shai, the Wadi Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for blessed with this truth, man. And I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, Akim and Akwaf, that believe and have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in these last days. Just want to I got a lesson to put together, man. It's basically the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. This place is being torn down right before our eyes, man. And it's a going out of business sale, man. Let's get into it.
I hope you guys got the memo. Target closing stores down 13, Walgreens 200, Macy's 125, Starbucks 400 stores, Bath and Beyond 150 stores, Victoria's Secret 50 stores, Kohl's 27 stores, American Eagle 250 stores, GameStop 200 stores, Walmart 154 stores. It's getting real. We're in the midst of a recession. When stores start closing down and downsizing.
Guys, it's even worse than what we really thought. Bed Bath & Beyond is at 896 stores closed. Foot Locker around 545. Tuesday Morning 487. Banana Republic is closing around 50 stores. CVS 300. Walgreens 300 as well. GameStop 100 plus. Journeys 100 plus. Burger King more than 400. And the list goes on. And they're not going to talk about this in the media. You don't expect this to be in the news. We just have to help out each other. We have to share this information. We have to know that we are not living the best times. And you know what? The more people want to stay blind, the more they're going to suffer. This right now is the time where either you're going to wake up and be forced to wake up or go to sleep completely, because it's just you will not be able to be in between. Either you start getting ready for your family, you stock up on food, you start praying, you actually start going up to church and opening your Bible, or else.
Yeah, church ain't gonna help you, but opening that Bible definitely will, man. If you're led by the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This is I'm not gonna play the audio of it because it's a song in the background. But as you see, 340,000 UPS workers are preparing to walk off the job when their union contract expires, man. This will be the largest labor action in history. So this place is done, man. UPS strikes. This is the 19th, man, the other day, man. There's a major strike that went on, man. It didn't have it on the news or anything. I just caught it today. And it's the 21st? The 21st? Yep. This is this week, man. I just caught it. Babylon is going out of business. The scriptures clearly tell you that, man. This place is done. And there's nothing you can tell somebody. They lost, man. They there's nothing even to bring up to them, man. If they don't understand what times we in, is not even worth even explaining to them no more, man. As you see, Hollywood is going out, man. Hollywood is going out, man. It's over with.
We're not going to take this anymore.
This actors' strike means all of Hollywood is essentially shut down. And you're going to stop seeing these.
I'm Margot Robbie.
And I'm Ryan Gosling.
Actors aren't allowed to promote movies during this strike.
You should go see Barbie in theaters.
Let alone film new ones. These productions had already been halted by the writers' strike over the last 2 months. And more shows and movies could face further delays if this strike continues.
We had to protect the people who were kind of on the margins.
As actors and writers haggle with studios over many of the same issues. Better wages, higher residuals, and more protections from AI.
At some point, you have to say no.
So, see, Hollywood is going out, man. But I think it's something else behind the Hollywood thing. I think that the elite are getting those people out of the way because they know all hell is about to break loose as well, man. But that's just speaking as a man, that's just my opinion. I think they have a lot of those elite actresses and actors are going into hiding. And they're going to use the AI to kind of like, this is my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking as a man. But this is going on as well. The yellow freight company, man. As you see back here, man, these people are large, humongous, man. He's a large ass company, man. That controls basically the entire United States, man. Bringing freight. They got big contracts with Walmart, Target, and several different major companies, man. But you're gonna see he's gonna go into it. Let me let him go into it, and you're gonna see exactly what he's talking about. The strike on this place, man.
What does that strike mean? That strike likely means bankruptcy for Yellow. They already can't pay these pensions, these wellness. They already said they're not going to pay them into August, and the workers there are not happy about it. If Yellow goes under, this will be the largest bankruptcy in trucking history, twice as big as CF, right? By every metric. That's what Craig Fuller said. You got to be prepared, though. With the end of the line approaching, all of you have to start considering this. When you're thinking about the drivers over here, right? We have. Do I need Tony yet? No, I don't need Tony. We'll get to him. For drivers over here, we've covered a lot of carrier shutdowns on this show. One of the huge ones was Celadon. And the images during that of all of these drivers taking their belongings out of trucks and trying to stick them on Greyhounds, their life that they travel with, and try to stick them on Greyhounds as their fuel cards are shut down. I advise you, if you're near your truck, put some of it in storage. Take what you need out of it. You don't want to be caught on the side of the road, especially next week. You guys go on strike. This whole bankruptcy happens. Make sure you take what you need with you. Actually, we talked to Jimmy Haslam. He's a union mechanic at Yellow on What the Truck just the other day. He said, I've taken the rest of the week off. I grabbed every expensive tool and my basic hand tools. When they closed the door at Consolidated Freightways, it took 2 months to get your tools back. Jimmy's got his tools in hand. But that brings up a good point. Your ops are your mechanics and you're in operations. You got your desk there. Again, they go on strike. You may not be coming back. You got a picture of your child or something that you really like. You got a memento. Make sure to take that with you. It might not be easy to get back in that building. This is a very, very serious and dire situation that's going on right over there. Shippers and brokers. Man, Uber Freight, they announced that they've pulled their freight from Yellow. Walmart's pulled their freight from Yellow. Home Depot, I'm hearing, has pulled their freight from Yellow. I'm sure a lot of other shippers are right there. Nobody wants to put themselves at risk next week. If you're tendering loads to Yellow, you're putting either someone's freight at risk or your own freight. So be careful with this situation right now.
And that ultimately goes into that famine that's coming as well, man. All these companies are getting away from that company, man. They're getting away from Yellow, man. I had another video I want to pull out. Jake, man, he was spazzing out, man, because 30 years on the job. And he's not able to get his pension, man. 30 years, man. 30 years he's not able to get his pension. They broke the news to him. And he was sick. Because it's over with, man. And we warned our people to repent, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because Babylon the Great is finished. And this is just the icing on the cake, man. This place is finished, man. Let's get this real quick.
It ain't you. It's these motherfuckers right here. There's the motherfuckers on the top. So now we gotta do this shit again. We gotta do this shit again. Nobody tell me. Nobody here tell me why I get emotional. Why you talk like that? That's my motherfucking dad. You don't know why I fucking that. I want my ass off to this motherfucking exactly. I did 30-something motherfucking deal. Yeah, I agree too. 30-something fucking deal. You tell me I ain't got no motherfucking pension. Yeah. Nobody tell me to calm my ass down. Fuck everybody tell me to calm down. God damn it. This is my motherfucking money y'all playing. You're right. Fuck that shit. So this is what I'll say. You gotta tell me how the motherfucking feels. Fuck that shit, man. So this is what I'll say. Fuck that shit. Anytime the government, anytime the government bails out a corporation,
And that's gonna be the reaction of all you Jakes once you realize there's no more Social Security as well, man. They breaking this news to you slow, man. But if you ain't woke up to this truth, all hell is gonna break loose in America. Anyway, once they really implement that MOTB. But as you see, man, these companies are failing, man, and they have to break the news to them. You don't have no pension, man. This is well as Social Security is done, man. All that stuff that people get SSI, food stamps, man, that's crumbling, man. They haven't brought it to the forefront, but like I said, if you're paying attention, you see it. As a man of the Lord, woman of the Lord, you see these things come to pass, man. And this World War III is here. There's no denying what we've been saying through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua from the apostles and elders on down, man. And as you see, this is a budget of the U.S. government, man. World War III, 2023 to 2024. He's gonna go into it.
World War III is going to start sometime this year and extend into 2024. It's pretty much confirmed in the budget of the U.S. government. Every year I go through these budget summaries and I look for essentially changes. Look for things that are odd or stand out. And for those that are new, hi, I'm Timothy. I worked at the Pentagon and on the defense contracting side with companies like General Dynamics, so I'm typically love looking at the defense budget. You can typically find different investments, but I recall looking at the budget last year. So this is last year's, and I recall that there was $766 billion planned for both 2022 and 2023. That's really odd when you have a 0% increase for a defense budget. But this year's budget plan has changed drastically. So we've got the fiscal year 2024 budget. I've pulled these defense numbers over here to this spread. Remember, they had planned a 0% increase for 2023, and around 2% is pretty normal for increase. They're planning a 10% increase on a multi-billion-dollar budget for 2024. 10% on $800 billion is massive. They're planning something absolutely massive. Remember when I made a video a few months ago and I talked about Ukraine has actually been receiving money well before this proxy war? We can find defense payments to Ukraine as far back as 2016. Another piece of confirmation for World War III happening soon is this comment. We need a war by the water. Ukraine ain't doing it for the NATO. What he is implying is that companies like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, General Dynamics do not make a lot of money in Ukraine. The U.S. is sending things like Abrams tanks and Patriot missile system. An Abrams tank is only about $10 million. A Patriot missile around $4 million. But a destroyer, $3.4 billion. Now we're talking money. $75 million for fighter jet. Not to mention all the costs to operate and maintain. Just in 2020, $17 billion to maintain the Navy. So considering that the budget's there, is this just a weird coincidence in the numbers, or is World War III about to happen?
And that's plain, man. He went through the numbers, the budget, and you see World War III is on the table, man. And they have to have it, man. As you see all the, companies and shit going out, man. And America is based on war. So the war monster has to be fed for Babylon the Great, man. But the end of Babylon the Great is going to be, it ain't going to be good. Because they think that they can go to war and build America back up. Esau does. But they didn't think of what the Lord was going to have in store for them, man. And that's Russia wiping this place out, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12. And I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, man. So, like I said, we've been putting out these, bringing out these lessons, feeding the elect with these lessons, and 2/3 of our people have been seeing these lessons, man. They've been seeing in what we've been talking about, but they haven't received it. So this is the time to get this truth before the evil days come. It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. And that's what's going to happen, man. America is slowly going down, man, as they use AI and these robots. And they've been talking about a monthly stipend for the people that's left from basically when all hell breaks loose, man. They're gonna give you like a monthly stipend to keep you afloat, man, and pay your bills, man, which is gonna be programmable. That's their goal. But these jobs are finna go out, man. Nobody has the money, man. Like I said, I do service work, and I have customers, man. But for the summertime, this is my busiest season, and this has been one of the slowest seasons I have ever been in business doing work, man, doing service work, man. One of the slowest I've ever seen in the summertime. So the grinding is ceasing, man. It says, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of grinding is low, man. That's what's happening, man. The grinding is low. Nobody's working, man. As you see all these strikes and shit coming about, man, people getting sent home from work, man. Staying in kind of like I said, industrial type of area. And a lot of these factories around here, they work 2 or 3 days to get them, send them home. Work a day, send them home. They don't have parts. You know what I'm saying? My mom worked at a factory, man, one of the major factories here, and shit, they been getting sent home almost every other day, man. So the grinding is low, man. 4, it says, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, man. So the music is done in this place. The work is finna be done in this place. The movies is done in this place, man. Everything you could think of that America was basically established and was, the countries look to America for movies, movie stars, and athletes, and musicians, and rap, all that type of stuff, man. The Lord is crumbling this place, man. He's balling it up, man. He's finna shake his hand over this place, man. He's crumbling it right before our eyes, man. And if you don't understand what's going on, man, you're gonna be left out there, man, to get punished, man, to get judged. This is Isaiah 47. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." He's talking about America, man. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate," man. See, this place is not at the heights it was, say shit before the CV. You know what I'm saying? These people look to this place as one of the, you know what I'm saying, the biggest, the best things in the world, man. What do they call it? Big Apple? They call it the Big Apple something. Damn, I forgot what they used to call it. The City of Dreams. Jay-Z made a song about it. It never sleeps and all that. You just held at a high stature, man. And all these other nations and all these other companies that come to America, and they, what I'm saying, you have these companies that come, and, you know what I'm saying, Japanese company, all these different companies. I ain't got to name all of them. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. That they're taking these companies out of here, man. As you see in the beginning, they closing all these stores and factories and shit. I ain't even post the factories, but just the stores, man. This place is over with. It said 2, it says, "Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers," man. So basically, the Lord is uncovering everything, man. He's uncovering all the sins of Babylon. So all the other countries and nations can see the shame of this place, man. It's not what they thought it was, man. The American dream is over with. "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man." So the Lord is telling you, he's uncovering everything before he comes, man. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. And that's who's coming. The Lord is finna shake his hand over this place, man. He's crumbling it. You crumble something up, and then if it's sticky or something, you open your hand and shake all the shit off of it, man. That's basically what the Lord is doing to this place, man. He's balling it up, man. Crumbling it to the foundations, man. He's crumbling it. This is Jeremiah 49, and I'm just going to get the point in verse 7. Starting in verse 7, it says, "Concerning Edom," and this is what everything is purpose at, because this is the end of his world. His kingdom is over with. "Concerning Edom, thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee, ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him in the time of his visit, in the time that I will visit him." So the Lord is finna visit Esau Edom, man. And he's crumbling his kingdom before he comes, man. Because Esau is the devil the Bible speaks of, man, the so-called white man. He is the devil the Bible speaks of, and the Lord is crumbling his kingdom. to show him that he's only a man and not a God, man. This is Jeremiah 51. Dropping down to verse 8. Just want to get to point 8 and 9. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may bear, if so, she be well, let me slow down. Take balm for her. Let me read it again. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon. See, the Lord could have healed this place, man. But you see it continually deteriorating, man. It says, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies, man. So the Lord is telling you, this place has no way to get out of the judgment that's coming on it, man. No way out. There's no way out for Babylon. So you Edomites, your kingdom is over with, man. And you better be prepared for what the Lord has coming for you, man. Because you have truly been a thorn in the Israelite side, man, for many years, man. But now the roles are finna be reversed, man. Your kingdom is over with. This is Lamentations 4 and 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall be passed through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. See, you finna drink the cup of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh's wrath, man. And the Lord is making you naked by the other nations seeing your shame, man, seeing that you are the reason why all these things happen on the earth, man. But the hopeful elect, our time is over with, man. The curses are going to be removed off of us, man. And we're going to get our God-like state back in the earth. 22, it says, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquities, O daughter of Edom. See that? The roles are finna be reversed, man. We have served our judgment. Now it's time for Esau to serve his judgment, man. The cup of affliction is finna be passed to your hands, man. And you got to drink every single drop of it. He will discover thy sins. So the Lord is finna discover the sins of Edom. He's finna receive the judgments of all the sins that he has committed. And there's no way out of it. Yeah, there's no way out of this judgment that's coming on Edom, man. So our people want to say Edom, but you can't. This is the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. This is Jeremiah 25, and I'm going to start at verse 19. It's like I'm going to start at verse 15. This is, you see, the cup of power's wrath. It says, for thus say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, power of Israel, unto me, take the wine of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad because of the sword that I will send among them. And the Lord is going to send his cup on all the nations, man. But like I said before, Edom is really going to get it, man. He really going to get it. Then took I the cup of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's hand. Then took I the cup at Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's hand, and made all the nations to drink, unto whom the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua has sent me. So the Lord sent it in Jeremiah to these nations, man. And that's basically what we're doing, man. We're telling the nations, the Esau, the Chinese, we're telling the Russians, the Edomites, we're telling the Japan, Moab, like I said, that's how I said Chinese, the Africans, the Hamites, we telling all the nations, man, just like Jeremiah, man, was telling them, man. Y'all finna suffer the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Draw me down to verse 20, it says, and all the mingled people and all the kings of the land of Uz, which basically is going to go into several different nations. Uz, we just read in Lamentation, about the land of Uz, the Edom. So he's talking about all the Edomites, man. Every nation they are in, man. He said all the kings of the land of Uz and all the kings of the land of the Philistines and Ashkelon, Azah, make sure I pronounce it, Azah,
Atcha,
Azah, like I said, Akron, and the remnant of Ashdod. Edom and Ashdod, Uz is all Edomites, man. Ashdod goes into the small hatters over in the land today. And he's talking about all the Edomites. Edom, Moab, Chinese, and the children of Ammon, man, Japanese, man. And all the kings of Tyrus, the Africans, and all the kings of Zidon, same Africans, Hamites, I say, and the kings of the isles which are beyond the sea, Dedan, Tamo, not Tamo. Make sure I pronounce it right, man. Ain't nothing but a quick. Tamar, Buzz, and all that are in the uttermost corners, and all the kings of Arabia, like the kings of Arabia, and all the kings of the kings of the mingled people that dwell in the deserts, man, and all the kings of Zamor. Make sure I pronounce that right too. And that way I can see it again. Now I know, you know what I'm saying? Zimri, and all the kings of Elam, and all the kings of the Medes, and all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world which are upon the face of the earth. And the king of Shishak shall drink after them. See that Shishak is another name of Babylon. Shishak is another name for Babylon. So the Lord, he basically made sure that everyone knew that the Edomites are going to really get it, man. It's at 26, Shishak. Here you go. Shishak. Yeah, Shishak. It means thine fine linen. After name for Babylon, apparently taken from the goddess Shak. So it's another name for Babylon, man. So it basically confirms Babylon the Great is going to be judged, man. The Edomites, man. Babylon. And that was the last name mentioned. He says, therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, the power of Israel, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more, because of the sword which I will send among you. And it shall be, if they refuse to drink at thy hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, you shall certainly drink. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name, and ye should be utterly punished. That's talking about 2/3 of our people. Ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, man. So no nation is exempt from the Lord's judgment that he's going to bring, man. No nation is going to be exempt, man. So the Lord is giving us a clear understanding that the judgment and the wrath is coming on all nations, man, and all people. All nations and all people, man. Therefore, 30, it says, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. That precepts with, I think, Isaiah, there's Isaiah 51, where he says he's going to roar from his It's 49. No, it's Isaiah 40. Man, let me see. Let me see if I can get it, man. I'm sitting there trying to rattle my brain. He shall roar. She says she shall scream like a travailing woman. Shall. Let's see if I know it's in Isaiah. Let me get back to the scriptures I got wrote down, man. I know exactly where it's at. I can't picture it right off the top of my head. Let me get back. I don't want to make this lesson long, man. Let me get back to the scriptures I already had lined up. Jeremiah 25. Back to that and finish that up. I know a precepts when he says he's going to scream like a travail of one thing. Isaiah 42. Oh, man. I should have wrote that down. That precept's right with it. Back to Jeremiah 25 and end of that. 30 says, therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the habitations of the earth, man. Isaiah 63. And the noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath a controversy with the nations. That's plain, man. He will plead with all flesh, Joel, and he will give them that are wicked to the sword, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. And the slain of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground, man. So the judgment of the Lord is letting you know, man, you're not going to be buried on funerals and none of that. Nobody's going to be able to mourn for you or anything, man. And it's going to be in every nation, man. Nobody's going to be exempt from the Lord's judgment, man. Nobody's going to be exempt, man. But I'm going to end it there, man. Lord willing was edifying. I'm going to end it there, man. Shalom. Shalom.